Istongo Jokayadega. That means. Okay. We're gonna go to Sam's again. Going to Sam's. Okay. Ah. G. I. E. F. He. A. Ki. Li. Me. Ni. O. B. T. C. D. U. A. We. Ye. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this? Anything? Okay, we're going to go to the 2 and 3 letter sounds. And you remember the other day I was saying that G and ah put together is jaw. We had some that was confused about that. Like, where did jaw come from and where did G come from? When you put the G and the ah together, you got jaw. You put the G and the E together, you get G. G and I together, you get J. And that J, if you listen to it, J, you can hear it. Ja, G, J, Jo, Ju, Ja. Any questions on that so far? I had one the other day that was kind of confused, and I think we kind of cleared it up there. Okay. Fa, Fi, Fe, Fo, Fu, Fa. Ga, Gi, Ge, Go, Gu, Ga. Ha, He, Hey, Ho, Hu, Ha. La, Li, Le, Lo, Lu, La. Ma, Mi, Me, Mo, Mu, Ma. Na, Ni, Ne, No, Nu. Ba, Bi, Be, Bo, Bu, Ba. Sa, Si, Se, So, Su, Sa. Remember, when you see these letters, these sounds in a Mvskoke word, that's when you use them, okay? Like the, to, the, to, the, to. So see, when you see those, it's like if you see this in a word, you go tha, okay? Tha. It's pronounced tha. And that's what you have to go by when you're pronouncing words. Sa, si, say, so, su, sa. Da, di, de, do, du, da. Do, wa, we, way, wo, woo, wa. Ya, ye, ye, yo, you, ya. Off, if, af, off, oof, uff. Ak, ik, ek, ok, ook, ak. Al, il, el, ul, ul, al. Im, aim, am. An, in, ein, on, un. Ab, eb, abe, ob, up. As, is, ace, os, us. At, eat, ate, ot, ut. Okay, guys, when you see any of these words in a like ya, ha, ya, ha, when you see those, you know that's how it's pronounced, right? Ya, ha, ya, ha. That's a wolf, ya, ha. And then you kind of put that ya, ha in there, and they'll come out for you. It will come out for you. I'll guarantee that. Okay. Then we got the 3. Anytime you these 3 sounds together, you go sock. Okay. Seek, sake, sook, sook, suck. Lock, leak, lick, look, luke, luck. Moss, meese, mace, mose, moose, mus. Mott, meat, mate, mot, moot, mutt. Hawk, heek, hake, hoke, hook, huck. Haas, hees, haste, hos, hoos, hus. Mock, meek, make, moke, mook, muck. Man, mean, main, mon, moon, mun. Hull, hill, hel, hol, hul, hul, knock, neek, nake, nook, nook, nuck, boss, beast, space, false, boos, bus, Josh, geese, jays, jos, juice, just, spa, spee, spay, spore, spoo, spa, sla, slee, slay, slow, slew, sluff, yak, yeast, yit, yit, yun, yuck, Jim, Fien, Got, Man, Jun, Hun, Bun, Loaf, Bat, Gat, Ga, Hal, Hut, Home, Jit, Loaf, Al, Wake, Sap, Knit, Bill, Jack, Walk, Git, Fut, Yin, Ska, Spon, Tha, Book, Loaf, Up, Dot, Chief, Thought. Any questions about this? They sound weird, but hey, they're in our language. They're in our language, so this is what it is. So, when you get to these sounds, when you see any of these sounds, like right here, when we go back up here, see when you put G and E, the long E, you get chi, okay? And if you put it with the short E, G and I, you get J. Here, J. So guys, that's all it is right here. When you hear those sounds and see those sounds, you put them together and just do your word, and you're on your way, guys. And in fact, I was awful impressed the other day when we was doing that. When y'all were doing that, it was really impressive. Okay, now here, this is where we're going to do doing today. I don't want y'all to forget doing, because we're always doing. I'm always doing something, okay? Always doing something. So remember your verb prominent now, okay? So when you say Fojo hijes, I'm looking at ducks, or I see a duck. Fojo hijes. See, this is means at the end that jazz, gas, bass, all that is saying you are doing it at that present time, okay? So I could say, he just, I'm looking at the tree, he just, or I can say, he just, what's lumhi? Eagle. Fojo, he just, I can put anything with this that I'm looking at, okay? I can say, Joga hijes, Hokti hijes, Istuji hijes. See how many short phrases you can see? And that is a phrase. You're telling something. Istuji is a baby. Remember the uji at the end. Uji at the end means it's little, okay? It's a little person. Isti is a person, and uji at the end makes it a little person. Okay. Doba no jazz. I'm sleeping on a bed. Doban no jazz. I am working hard. Yik jin adot gas. Hear that? When you put that bass at the end, yes, means you are doing something. But what you need to recognize is this AC. AC at the end makes it, you're doing it, okay? Remember I said your infinitive verb is to walk is yagabida. Yagabida. And it's got the ETB at the end, but then when you're saying you doing it, you drop the ET up and add AC, and that makes you doing it. Heath and home bass, I'm eating good. Or he's going home bass, no good. I'm eating no good. Or this one, home bass. You can add anything in front of those to say you are doing it, okay? Anything, okay? Yikchin adot guess. You can say Hofunin adot guess. Hofunin means long time. Okay. Remember we had it on that Bonayes. You can add anything you want to this and make a something you're doing. Buffnin Yagabes. Yagabes means I am walking, but you can say Halalat Kosi Yagabes. Obeying Yagabes. Halalat Kosi means slow. I'm walking slow. Or you can say Buffnin, or let me see. You can say I'm walking. I say I'm Yagap to West. I'm walking over there. See? Okay, anything that you put with this that you're doing, you're talking. Okay, so I'm eating good. He's eating home best. But you can say I'm eating no good. He's going home best. Or you could say, I wish one home best. I'm eating meat. See, anything you're doing, you add that and you're doing it. Okay, at the present time now, right now, what you're doing. Yoga. Oh, yes. I'm reading a book or paper. Okay, you can say yoga oponayes. And that's, let's see. Yoga oponayes, like a sign on a house. Nakasa legat oponayes, what's on the house I'm reading. Yoga thako oponayes, I'm reading the Bible. Ishehegiden oponayes, I'm reading the songbook. Yoga Delamy is a newspaper. Yoga Delamy. And you could say, I'm reading that, but anything you do, when you add this, you are doing it, okay? So then you got, I'm cooking. I do a lot of this cooking. In fact, I was cooking yesterday for a funeral. And you can add anything to this to say you were cooking it. Shidapo no fejes, I'm cooking cabbage. Dalago no fejes, I'm cooking beans. Pizza. Pizza no fejes, I'm cooking pizza. Aha, chilihi no fejes. Anything that you can cook, soha no fejes. Anything you cook, put it in front, and you're telling somebody that's what you're doing. Okay. Hofonin bonayes, I'm talking a long time. Hofonin bonayes, you can say that. Hikigon bonayes, I'm talking no good. And that back then was like they were cussing or something. They say hikigon bonayes. You know, somebody talking bad, but this is saying hikigon bonayes, I'm talking no good. Hiking bonayes, I'm talking good. So you have to, you know, some of these, you can just add something and do that, okay? Hey, I'm taking a hot bath. You can say cold. Okay. Does anybody have questions so far? Because today we're just going through this. I'm just going through it because yesterday I was istihite hoza no tejes. No tejes. I cooked for a person they were taking care of yesterday. Okay. Now did do. This is past. Now with the first one, you drop the et and add it ac. This time you're going to use unks. 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 That means past. Past is unks. I looked or I saw ducks. That was yesterday. For Joe Hijayunks. Hijayunks. Hear that? Hijayunks. Hijayunks. That means I saw it yesterday. So when you put that at the end, that means you saw it either yesterday or last week. But you can put that month in there or that week in there, or just say, I saw them, and they know it, you saw it. Okay. Or you looked at them, okay? I slept on the bed. No jayunks. You slept on the bed. Not you're sleeping on the bed, but you slept. That's past, isn't it? And you could have said, no jayunks. When? Last week, last month, but not today. Okay. I worked hard. Remember that ed on work means worked. Okay. Yikjin adultayans. I worked hard. Yikjin. So where do you think that gene comes in? Worked. That ed is same as en. Gene. Yikjin. We'll go through all this. And this language is like, it's just like, well, kind of like to a point like English. You have to know a certain amount of English. Okay. I walked fast. Buffning yagabayunks. I walked fast. Okay. I ate good. He seen humbayunks. He seen humbayunks. And that see if you notice, every one of these past words got unks. Okay. I ran far. Obeying litkayanks. Litkayanks. I read a book or paper. Jogan okanayanks. You read a book or a paper. I cooked meat. Abiswan nothezayanks. I spoke a long time. Hofunin bonayanks. See, if I add that tone in there, that means, ooh, that's more than long time, isn't it? Hofunin bonayanks. I took a hot bath. Hayin aklobayanks. So you can add baksangi to this and yesterday. Baksangi and get that and add that and you've made a phrase. Any questions so far?
I was looking at that. I worked hard. It says Eugene and does it have to be Eugene or can you say Eugene?
Yikcheat.
Eugene.
Yeah, you can use that. You
can use the T on the end.
Yeah. Okay. Yikcheat is that worked. I worked hard. Yikcheat. That takes this gene, this en on there is ed. Past. And yikcheat. I don't pay it. Okay. So you can use that too. Any questions so far, guys? Ashley? Anybody? Y'all have any questions? And I'm going to do a lot of explaining when we use this and use that, but right now we're just going through the past because of verbs. It's verb prominent and you do a lot of things and you did a lot of things. So you do a lot of things, you doing a lot of things, and you did a lot of things, okay? Any questions? See, you can add anything and still you're talking. Because these are sounds, and that goes back up to sounds. You can do sounds and you're still talking because the language is sounds. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Okay, why do we need to learn these sounds? Because we speak in sounds. We speak in sounds. That's why the sounds are very important. They're very important because we speak in sounds. Okay? Because look at here, when I go back to this, Istungon jokhayadega. Look here. Is dun gon jokhayadega. That's sounds. Remember we went through those sounds. Those sounds make a word. So see, istungon jokhayadega. Those are all sounds. But it makes the word in our language, okay? In our language, it makes, that's why I said our language is sounds. It's all sounds. So you have to learn these sounds in order to say, Istungon jokhayadega. Any questions so far? Any comments? Any comments? Any questions? Any questions? Coco, you got a question? Did you see where these are sounds? The language is sounds. Remember, I said it's sounds. So see, is tungon. Those are sounds. It's a sound. Is tungon. Juk hayadega. That's all in your sounds. Your language is sounds. The language is sounds. So when you put these sounds together, you're talking. Okay? And that's what it is. That's how come I stress sounds, because our language is sounds. It's all sounds. Any questions so far? Any questions? Okay. Odette, are you on there? Ashley?
Yes.
Can you say I'm looking at nuts. I am looking at nuts.
Ojohijes.
What if you saw it yesterday?
I can read it off the paper.
Because I just want you
Ojo
to
Hayayang.
Ojo Hijaya.
Hije.
Remember that unks is at the end. Hijaya. And see, are you understanding how these sounds, when I said language is sounds?
Yes.
There's all right. That's what I want everybody to get is language is sounds. Our language is just sounds. Okay. That's why we're going through these sounds, Okay. Who wants to be next here?
Odette said she's on.
Okay, Odette, can you say I'm working hard? And I skip one because that working hard is right now. Right now. Can you say I'm working hard?
Oh, she said no mind.
Right here, all these people, David King, and Jeanette,
Okay.
Darlita.
Darlita, can you say I'm working hard?
Yikchin Dotcase.
Yikchin. See, yik, because it's yi-iki-chi-e-ni, yikchin. Hear that in there?
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Yeah, and that's right. Okay, what if you said I worked hard yesterday?
Yikchin Dot Gayanks.
Yeah, very good. There you go. See, you told me that you're working hard, but you did that yesterday. Yikchin adot kayaks. See that unks at the end saying past. And that's what I want y'all to understand is when you use that unks, it means yesterday, last month, and you can say baksangi yikchin adot kayaks. See, you're saying yesterday. But that unks on the end of a word is saying that you did something not today or at this moment, but yesterday, last month, last week, whatever. Okay. Who else is on there? And Jeanette? Rachel?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. And Jeanette, can you say, I am walking fast? Sound it out. Buff.
Buff.
Me.
Nin. Yagubus.
Buff. Hear that? B-F-B. Buff. Nin. Yagabes.
Yagubus.
There you go. Buff. Nin. Yagabes. Okay. Now, listen to what you just said. Now, what if you walked fast yesterday? How would you say that?
Buff. Nin. Yagub. Unks.
There you go. Just add that unks to it. Buff nin yagabayunks. See? Buff nin yagabayunks. Okay. Rachel?
Yes.
How would you say I'm eating good?
Hitling on base.
Muy means really? See, all this. See, I could have said that to every one of y'all. Muy. That means really? Okay. Okay. What if you said, I ate good yesterday?
Baksangi Hilin Hombayanks.
There you go. Woo. We got one up, boy. That was good. Good job. Good job. Okay. Okay. Who wants to do I'm walking far? Anita? You want to say I'm walking far? Okay. What about you, Coon? Who is it? Bobby Coon? I'm walking far.
I wrote it on there.
Can you say that? What about Janetta? Janetta, are you on?
Yes.
Okay, can you say I am walking far?
Hobayan.
Obeying. Y'all got what? Say it again.
Yaga base.
There you go. Muy. Here we go. Muy. That's really. Remember when you're talking, you say, oh, really? I'll say muy. Okay. Okay. Very good. Good job. You're talking. Me and you just had a short conversation. You may not realize it, but that's what you're doing. And when you're using these sounds, remember, these words are sounds. You're talking. Okay. Don't, and that's the thing right there. I know it seems slow, but you are talking. Anita, are you on? Okay, Judy, I'm reading a book or a paper. Muy. There she goes. What if you want to say, I read a book or paper? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okonaya youngs. Yeah. Yeah. See, she said, see, that's how it goes. Okay. Janetta, are you on?
Yes.
I want you to do past. I walked far. Oh, was it walked fast? Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I walked fast. Buffning. Yagabayang.
Yagabayanks.
Moyed. And you can just say,
Yeah.
Okay. And it just can, and then you add words and go on and on. This can turn into a whole conversation. Okay. All right. Coco, I cook. Okay. I want you to do. I am cooking meat. Moyed. Okay. What if you said I cooked meat? Moyed. And see what I'm doing here, that tone. Moyed. Really? See, really? She told me, and I'm just asking her, did you really? And that's a conversation right there, guys. Any questions so far? Any question? If you have not got a clear understanding of this, ask. Ask. What if I said, I am, this is just the top of my head, it's not written down. Oh, see? And you know, this is, and because you may do this. I see, or looking at a fish. Tato PJs. What if you said I saw a fish yesterday? Tato hijayams. See? See that?
Odette says, so does mow it also mean, is that right?
Or is that so? Is that so more like? Is that so? More, yeah, you can say, is that right? Yeah, in that tone. Is that right? Yeah, you can use that. Yes, you can. Yeah. So that's just like, you know, and you know, when I was growing up, I'd hear old ladies, muy, because they would tell each other things, you know. And back then, in our women was to be gossipers. A man had their jobs. Men had their jobs. They weren't allowed to do that. But the women, that was cooking, and that was back then, cooking, cleaning, and talking about what went on in families. It wasn't really gossip, but it was what went on in families, isn't it? What is going on in families? What hardships this person was going through, or that family was going through. And it wasn't really gossip. It was passing on things, but that was their job to either help them, and they had figured out a way to help them. That's what it was, you know. But a man, oh, if a man did that, that was not. If you told a man something, he wasn't supposed to go tell anybody else. But a woman would back then, and that was what they wanted. Okay, all right. I took a hot bath. Anybody who wants to do this? I took a hot bath. No, let's go with I am taking a hot bath first. Who wants to do I am taking a hot bath?
Hayin aklobes.
Mache, hey, not low bath. But what if you did it yesterday?
Paksangi hayin aklobayans.
Very good. Very good. Muy. Huh? Any comments? Anything? Okay, this is what I usually ask this. Are y'all learning anything? I got one in here. I got two in here. All right. Good. That's what I want, because if you're not learning anything, I need to change my deal, or I need to, you know, you got to learn with me teaching you. If you're not learning, see, you need to let me know. Okay, let me know.
Odette and Anima both said they're learning.
Good. Oh, that's okay. Good. Because I need to redo this and rethink what I'm teaching you, because you know what? I want you to learn. That's why I ask this in every class. I ask this in every class that I've had. Are you learning something, or learning to do things with the language? Okay. So let me know.
Oh, sorry. I started using the commands at my house. My children, they know some words that I remembered from being young. Wegus, they know very well. But
Yeah.
the commands, they're starting to learn those at the house now, because I have to use it or else I forget it. So it's helping me and it helps them too.
Good. Because remember now, listen, if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't, that's kind of our motto in here. If you don't use it, lose it. So, and even Mado, how many times do you say thank you in the daytime? In one day, if you think about it, you constantly say it. Instead of saying thank you, say Mado. Mado. See, Mado. When you come in the morning, say Istungon Jokayadega. Use it. Use it. Even if they don't understand you, translate it. Good morning. And they may get that person really, but say it. You got to use it. It doesn't matter whether they understand you. It's like your kids. When you make them a command, they may not know what it is, but they will get it. They will get it. Just keep using it. Machi. I got, this this is what we got to do in order to not keep language alive, but keep us alive. This is our heartbeat, guys. This language is our heartbeat. And like I said, I want you to learn. If you're having a hard time or not understanding, let me know. Let me know, okay? So I can change that. We'll change. Okay, now, pretty soon, we're doing this. But we're going to go back to greetings and different ways of greeting and how those endings are changing. With did and doing, okay? This is all going to connect, guys. Okay? So, we're going to go back to that. But the reason why I'm doing this, because this has to do with you doing and at that moment and did, okay? Okay? So, we're going to go do that. We're going to do that. This is all going to connect, guys. Okay? Because I can't just teach you greetings and not tell you where you're going with it. Okay? So, any questions so far? We got 2 minutes. Okay. We got 2 minutes. Any question? Rachel, are you understanding?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. What about you, Anita? Okay. How about you, Delana?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Because if you're not, I want this feedback. I've got to have this feedback in order to teach you, okay? To help you with this, okay? Anybody else? Coco, are you understanding?
Hey.
All right. And Jeanette? Are you? I see. Okay. Darlita, are you getting this? Are you going where we're going? Good job. Good job. Okay. This has got to, y'all got to learn. I want y'all to learn. So if I have to stay on this, I will. It doesn't bother me to stay on this until you learn it. Okay? And I don't care if you've got questions, ask. That's the only way. There's nothing wrong with asking questions because sometimes that's the only way. If I can't get somewhere, I'll ask, where am I going? Where's this? Where's that? They'll tell me, That's the only way you're going to get to that A to B. From A to point B is ask questions. All right. Any questions again? Any questions so far? Oh, I know. Oh, I know means okay.
Oh, somebody said, how would I say you've been eating good to someone I know that has gained weight?
You've been eating good. He's in hombit chittes. See how that ending changed? So he's in hombit chittes. We will go into that, but that's gonna be down the line. But it's following along with this. Okay. This is following along.
Mahaya,
Huh?
is there a word for just no, like N-O?
Monks. There's monks for that. But
Monks.
As I was growing up and even now, like if my grandkids ask me for something or or that want to do something, I don't hardly say monks. You know what I say? Because that's what I heard. They didn't say no. They said, mm-mm, mm-mm. That was a regular answer from even our elders. You know, and monks, but you can't say monks because that is a proper way of saying no. But I just didn't use it. I'd say, Okay, guys.
Madam.
Yeah, you're welcome. Boxing jihijaga this. Okay, there's that this on there. That's gonna be another ending to jihijas. Like I'm looking at you. Jihijaga. I didn't see you, and then now jihijaga. I will see you tomorrow. That's future. But oh, guys, all the respect in the world for learning.